Boomer Sooner.
Runs it himself right up the middle, has a whole 45-40. Watch out, he's in the clear. 30, tripped up at the 25-yard line, or he would have gone the whole way. Deep shot fluttering around the 15-yard line. It's caught, wrapped up, stopped. You can unhitch the wagon. Put the ponies in the barn. Sooner magic still works in the SEC.
Welcome to the Air Comfort Solutions OU Huddle, live from Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue on the Sooner Sports Network from Learfield. Presented by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Also brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, bringing you the best in real Texas barbecue. And by the Trails Golf Club, where members become family. Now, the Air Comfort Solutions OU Huddle.
All right. Welcome back to Rudy's. Welcome back to game week. A fun bye week because Oklahoma was coming off a win in Rocky Top.
Yes.
So we're going to spend the next 2 hours looking back on a game that this coaching staff and this team has put way in the rear view.
Way behind them.
But we'll
So
get our
have we.
opportunity. Yeah,
It feels like it's been a month since this team played a football game.
I had one of my friends text me. He's like, "Are we sure that they didn't play Tennessee in like August? Because it seems like, I guess it's just the second bye week, right? And how late it is in the season.
It comes at the perfect time in my mind.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You come off, let's be real, your biggest win of the season, one of the biggest wins in the Brent Venables era at Oklahoma, and you get a bye week before you head to Tuscaloosa, and we all know, hey, Missouri and LSU, their seasons may not be going the way that those teams wanted them to go at this point in the season, but they're still very talented, so you're getting as healthy as you can at this point in the season with this bye week. Josh, it's perfect.
Oh, it's perfect timing, man. I actually, for some reason, went to the season thinking we only had one this year.
I'm a fan of the 2 bye week.
It's beautiful, man.
It gives the radio guys a chance to breathe.
Yeah,
right.
I did miss my barbecue last week. I'm sure that you guys did.
No
I missed my
question
Rudy's
about it.
last week. That's for sure.
But man, it's perfect timing to get guys healthy and make sure we're going in there, man, making a run. I said it early in the season. If we can stay healthy throughout this season, which we've done a pretty good job of staying healthy. Yeah, we lost our Mason against Tennessee, which hurts us. But if we can stay healthy throughout the season, I felt like we could be competing for the SEC championship by the end, and we're right there in position to do that.
This team has everything in front of them.
Yep.
Now, you look at the SEC situation. If you win the rest of them, we'll see what happens, right? I don't
see. And when you say SEC situation, SEC championship,
we have 2 conference losses, so could you find yourself in an SEC championship game if things break your way? Of course, you could. But I think that the way that we're all looking at this is, how does this team make the college football playoff?
Absolutely.
If that involves a berth in the SEC championship game, then awesome.
Yeah.
But it's about finishing 3-0 against a really tough slate and playing your best ball in the month of November. We've called it Championship November for a long time around here.
Championship phase, baby.
And that's what this is all about. And this team needs to find a way to be at its best, Josh.
Absolutely. And before we get ahead of ourselves, like, big one in front of us now.
Really?
That we got to take care of. But, I mean, I can't think of a time in recent history that we've had games back-to-back on the road. Tennessee, big one. Tuscaloosa, big one. I can't think of a time in recent history that we've had 2 back-to-back games like that had so much significance to our season.
Well, we've only been in the SEC for 2 years now.
No question. But, I mean, even in the Big 12, when we were competing for Big 12 championship, like, to have back-to-back games like that so much of our season was riding on, that can determine where we go next step. Like, it's a big deal. But, I mean, that's Oklahoma. Like, that's what we're used to. You know, we're used to competing in games at this level. I love the fact that coach is challenging everybody. Like, man, when are y'all gonna start respecting the name on the front of the jersey?
Yeah.
Because, like, we're Oklahoma, and so, like, we talked about it last time. It's like, no, like, we're not gonna make excuses. Like, we're gonna rebound. We're gonna come back. We're gonna freaking play like Oklahoma is known for playing, And I feel like we're there right now. We're lined to do it. And I don't want to speak too fast, but I feel like we have all of the right pieces, and Coach Venables has done a phenomenal job of building this team and building this roster to put us in a very great position that if we do the right things, if we execute, then we'll find ourselves in the position that we want to be at the end of the season.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Well, welcome back to the Huddle. We're live from Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Allow me to introduce the crew. That, of course, is Josh Norman, 2000 national champion. He is Gabe Eicher, the Warfel Trophy winner and an All-American. Drake Dykins, our on-site producer. I'm Chris Plankin. We got to look back on the weekend that was. Now, we're going back. We got everybody getting their Wayback Machine.
I'm going to try to remember what happened in this football game.
But our opening segment is being brought to you by Community Coffee, family-owned Community Coffee, the official brewed coffee of OU Athletics. Taste the difference family makes. I do want to start here. You and I were there on the field. Coolest environment, I think, in the pregame we've been a part of maybe ever. It was unreal with their lights out.
They have the night game experience dialed in Knoxville. I mean, there is no doubt about it. It was the way that I described it to my parents, because I was talking to my mom about it after the game. I was like, it was kind of like a music festival, but with a football game in the middle.
I've never been a part of anything where the show between the game, the timeouts, was the DJ.
DJ Sturl the Pearl.
And he was going.
Guy was the main character of the entire night. It was awesome.
There was a football game thrown right in the middle of an EDM concert, and it was pretty wild.
He did a tremendous job. All the credit in the world to what Tennessee has built with that environment. That fan base brings it.
Yeah.
I mean, that place
Gabe,
was
I will
rocking.
say this. First of all, I think it's still cool that the first person you call at the end of a game is your mom.
We got it. Becky and I have to debrief.
That's awesome.
She wants to know my thoughts.
Right. Call me a nerd, but the whole coordination of the band to where they split
spotlights
and then the team runs out like that. That's special. Like, that's a really cool thing. I nerd out when the band is doing their thing and then they all of a sudden come together and then split and then the team runs out. It's just like, that's good.
They were in my way to get to midfield for the coin toss.
Plank was dodging people left and right in the dark. Then they realized who the star of the show was. They put that spotlight on you.
They put a spotlight on the coin toss.
It was great. It was really, really cool. We've complimented Tennessee enough. We beat their butt in their own house, by the way.
That was the main attraction.
It was
the main attraction.
It's one of the coolest environments I've ever been a part of, and credit to Tennessee and everyone that has had a part in developing that atmosphere. It was top notch.
And then they kicked it off, and Tennessee had some early success, and Owen Heineke and R. Mason might have made the play of the season. That was one of those moments.
It did not feel like that thing was headed in a good direction until that play happened.
Like, it kind of reminds me, shameless plug, of the play that happened in the 2000 season with the blocked punt.
Oh.
And it just really kind of shifted the season that year for them to go on to win the national championship. And that play, like, literally is on that level because, it wasn't looking good up to that point. Looks like they were going to go in and score again. And man, like, 2 weeks ago when we were talking about what the defense is required to do, what an elite defense does, they did it this game. They stepped up in the right times when it was time to make plays. They held their ground. They gave up a lot of yards, but they did not let them in the end zone. They created turnovers when they needed to, and it was just a great performance all the way around.
You will never see a defense celebrate less than this scoring a touchdown.
I know, right? Walking in.
Everyone was like, wait, are you okay, man? Like, you're our best player. Are you all right? He just scored a touchdown, and, like, no one's jumping up and down. Normally you'll see the guys on defense, they'll find a photographer, they'll all take a picture. They'll do something. They'll just be this elation.
Yeah.
And everyone at that moment realized that
it was like two of the best plays you can make on defense in one play.
Yeah.
A strip sack and a scoop and score. Like,
25-yard stiff arm. That was sweet.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, it's just a crazy, and it was
amazing, man.
It changed it changed the tone of that entire game.
All right, let me ask you this: if we keep our Mason healthy, do you take that play back or do you keep it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
If you promise, like he's 100% for the rest of the way?
For the rest of the way, but we don't get the strip sack and the scoop and score.
I take the play.
I take the play too, because I think that
it did something special for the rest of the game.
I think that sparked that win.
Yes, agreed.
Now, can someone else scoop and score? And we take another hammy? What's the hypothetical here?
I know, right?
No, I thought that
Thank
was.
you for taking that one for the team, R. Mason.
That was the biggest play of the season in my mind. I think that shifted the tone of that football game, kind of settled everyone down on the sideline, made everyone start believing that they could go and do that thing, and then we just outplayed them the rest of the way. And frankly, maybe it shouldn't have been as close as we ended up making it late in the fourth quarter with some of the things that happened in the last 5 minutes of that game. But ultimately, you walk out of that environment with a win, you're feeling really good.
I mean, you saw takeaways finally emerge for this defense in a game-changing manner. But then the Achilles heel turnovers kind of helped keep Tennessee back in it. Driving down, the Xavier Robinson fumble, the RPO decision to throw, and the interception. I mean, those are two moments, Gabe, where you're going down and we're not just partying. You know, we're waving goodbye to them midway through the fourth quarter.
And
that still almost happened.
Credit to Tennessee for making those plays. We always give the Sooners defense credit when they force those takeaways. And you got to give Tennessee's defense. They made some plays when they absolutely had to make some plays. But you're right. If we don't turn the ball over in those couple situations, we're walking out of there with maybe like a 2-touchdown win. And feeling really, really good. But I was just that was a game. It was just like peaks and valleys. I mean, the emotional ups and downs. And I was really impressed with how that team just handled all of it in that environment. That was a really, really impressive win.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say was that it's like it's coming together right at the right time. That I feel like this was a great team win. The offense did their part. We ran the ball a lot better, and we've done that well over the last 3 weeks. But I remember after we lost to Texas, it was like, okay, what's next? What do we do? How do we recover? And it was just like, let's keep doing what we're doing. We believe in our process. We just need to eliminate the mistakes and execute better. And that's what we're seeing. Like, we're really starting to, like that. To me, that was a game that's like, okay, we're playing well as a team. We're creating the turnovers. We're running the ball well. We still need material to play a little better, but offense is doing enough to generate points, to get us in position for our kicker dude, man.
We're getting into Tate Sandell next segment, guys. We're getting into Tate.
It's been a while since that game was played. I was sitting here going, I feel like we're missing something important that happened. He was
phenomenal,
incredible. And now, because of those luscious pants, he may be the best. He may be the most well-known kicker in college football. In all seriousness,
no. When he first steps out there, it's like, bro, what are you doing? Oh, okay, cool. Like,
55 down your face. All right, man.
All right, I might have to get me a pair of those.
You got any extras, Tate?
I'm gonna watch the next game in a pair of shorts like that. That's what I'm gonna do.
Our opening segment has always been brought to you by family-owned Community Coffee, the official brewed coffee of OU Athletics. Taste the difference family makes. We'll talk Tate Sandell, John Mateer, and Xavier Robinson next inside the Huddle, live from Rudy's.
Thank you to our cornerstone television partners, OU Health, OG&E, Fowler Auto Group, and Coca-Cola. The Huddle is brought to you by Taco Mayo. Tap the app and save up to 25% today. Air Comfort Solutions. Your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. One Oklahoma. Powered by Sooner Sports Properties. Fan-fueled, athlete-focused.
Snap good. Hold down. Kick is away. Does it have the distance? It is good again.
Yes.
He did it again. Tate Sandel's third 50-yard field goal of the night.
Show us the shorts.
The look, man. The look.
Show us the pants. Give the people what they want.
Gabe and I were doing our post-game interview with Tate Sandel.
I love that kid, man. He's great.
I hadn't even noticed anything about the pants. I don't get on social media during the game.
Plank is very focused during the games. He's very professional. He's gathering information. Yeah. I'm over here like, nice pants, man.
So we go back and we're doing the interview, and I'm like, man, can he? And I don't know if he had his phone or what.
No.
And I'm like, dude, is it just blowing up on social media for you right now? He goes, I guess people are making fun of my pants. And Gabe goes, oh, they are.
The reason I brought it up to him because he was during the games, like my family text is always blowing up during the games. And the main topic of conversation during the most important game of the season was Tate Sandel's pants. My mother-in-law was asking, what's going on here? I'm like, hey, man, if he keeps making field goals, who cares? But it was the topic of conversation.
So we do need to dispel a couple rumors. It started that he would cut off more of his pants, more field goals that he made. I don't think that's true.
That was the Photoshops you ended up seeing. It looks like every 50-yarder he hit, they got shorter and shorter.
And the reason that he told us he doesn't like having his pants on his knees. He doesn't like having
He's a kicker. Of course he doesn't.
So it was just it was a really funny side story to what is an absolute weapon on this team, guys.
Absolutely. I think the ratio is based off yardage instead of just actual kicks and makes. And so, like, the further he gets back, like, I think he gains 5 yards for every inch less of short that he has.
That math checks out.
Yeah. So I think
I can't argue that.
Yeah. I think we're gonna be all right, man. I think he's good from 60 at this point. But I mean, yeah, like
I think he could be. He makes them in warm-ups.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, he can do that. I mean, I don't know if y'all been watching the NFL, but we have a kid from Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. Way to bring up the Raiders game last week. Great.
Sorry.
That's okay.
He's an Oklahoma guy. A guy that I coached, nonetheless,
that's right.
that kicked a 68-yarder. So, I mean, hey, that's what we do here in Oklahoma. But, no, like for him to gain the amount of points that he gained, like that's a big deal. Like 12 from field goals, and then how many extra points or points after touchdown?
2 touchdowns, so he had 14
points. Yeah, I mean, so like that's huge. That's a big deal. Like 14 points, 15 points.
He won us the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I am not overly complimentary of kickers on here because typically if it's going really well, I'm kind of like, let's not talk about this, guys. But he's been the best kicker in the country. I mean, if you want to argue that, I'd just go look at the stats.
Yeah.
And not only like the kicks he's made in big games and the number of close games that we've played, like he has been so good. What is he, 18 of 19?
Yeah, he missed his first field goal and he hasn't missed since.
That's pretty good.
Wow. I've been watching college football for 40 years, and he's probably one out of 3 guys in 40 years, kickers that I actually trust, like college kickers. Because, like, I mean, just it's no knock to any of those guys. I mean, it's a tough job, but I mean, a 40-yard kick.
Yeah, hashtag college kickers is a thing for a reason.
Absolutely.
Now, all these kickers, they're getting better. There's no doubt about it.
No question about it. They are definitely getting better. But, I mean, for us to have a guy, I mean, who can put points on the board from that far out, that is a huge deal.
And it's a huge deal heading into this game on Saturday.
Yep.
I mean, you look at Alabama, it's one of the most talented rosters in college football. If you just line all the guys up, you're probably taking Bama's squad.
Yeah.
But that's not how this thing works. It comes down to execution.
We still Oklahoma.
Yeah, and it comes down to execution on both sides of the ball and execution in the third phase of the game, special teams. And this thing could come down to a couple Tate Sandel kicks in Tuscaloosa. And if it does, I feel really good about it.
Yeah.
Because of just he's been excellent.
Yeah.
Entire operation is really good. Ulrich Holds, Ben Anderson, long snapper.
Anderson's one of the best long snappers in the country.
No doubt about it.
You never talk about him because, knock on wood, nothing ever goes wrong.
Exactly. By the way, this segment is presented by Taco Mayo. Tap the app and save up to 25% today. All right, so we talked about Tate Sandell. Let's talk about 2 offensive stars and a defensive star. First, Xavier Robinson. I got Josh. I guess start with you. What you see from this young man?
Yeah, I mean, as we said a couple of weeks ago, he really does have it all as a running back. He has great vision, great patience. He's explosive. He's tough to bring down. He catches well out of the backfield. He does it all. And so as long as we keep finding ways to get him the ball and for our offensive line to be effective in the run game, I think we're averaging 166 yards over the last 3 games on the ground. That's a big deal. If we can continue to run the ball well, it takes a lot of pressure off John. It helps us control the clock, keeps our defense off the field, and puts us in position to win. We were in position to win against Ole Miss, couldn't get it done, but we got it done against Tennessee because we were able to play do well in the run game, and then also create turnovers on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, 16 for 115, 7.2 a touch. That'll work. And a smart football player.
Yep.
Right? Goes down. That makes them burn a timeout. And I know that we could have managed that
situation.
situation.
To the end zone.
That can be debated.
It can.
But it's one of those things. I think he had enough time. I think he was in the clear so far. Like he could look and see, hey, coach, what do you want me to do here?
Yeah.
But he's been this running game has come alive as his role has increased. And I think it has a lot to do with the offensive line playing at a higher level in the running game. I think Ben Arbuckle's done a good job of setting our personnel up for success, especially the tight end position, and really, along with Xavier Robinson and him running through some of the trash, I think Caden Helms' emergence at the tight end position and what he's brought to the running game has been huge for this team. He's doing a really good job. It may go slightly unnoticed, but he's doing a really good job of playing with some serious physicality and opening some things up in the run game that were just not open because of some of our struggles in those situations earlier in the season.
Yeah, exactly. And I know it's still a work in progress, but a true freshman at right tackle and a true freshman at left tackle.
Some talented dudes,
pretty excited for the future here. All right, let's go snake style here. What'd you make of John Mateer? Second half, he really found something.
Better. I thought the most encouraging thing I saw from John was just what he did with his legs. And he did some good things in the passing game, but he finally looked like the guy that we saw early in the season as a runner. And I don't just mean like the speed, the burst. The mentality was different.
Yeah, right. Mentality, yes.
It looked like a guy that went into the game and went, all right, I'm going to take some hits. Here we go.
Yep.
And he played that way, and I thought that made a big difference in the game for this offense. I thought he did some nice things in the passing game, looked more comfortable. He continues to look really good when they get him on the move.
Yes.
And maybe still a little uncomfortable when he's got to play from the pocket, especially if it's collapsing and kind of go through everything. But he's starting. I saw improvement compared to what we saw from him in the Ole Miss game, and that's really encouraging, Josh.
Absolutely. To me, the biggest thing is now we had the turnover late in the fourth quarter, but up to that point, he was taking care of the ball.
Yeah, and Arbuckle took in Arbuckle's presser today, he took full blame for that. But I'm with you.
Yeah.
John Mateer's an experienced player.
Yeah,
he knows to hand the ball off.
Hand the ball off.
Yeah,
no question. However, he's doing a good job of taking care of the ball. And we're being efficient on the offensive side of the ball. If we can continue to be efficient, like I said earlier about the run game, when we can move the ball efficiently, it keeps our defense off the field, keeps them fresh, eats up the clock, and just puts us in a position to win the game late. And that's what I love about John Mateer's performance is I felt like his decision-making, besides that one, for the majority of the game, his decision-making was much better. He's taking care of the ball. He's running when he needs to. And when he does run, like you said, he's running with with that same mentality that he had early in the season. And so as long as he can continue to just be efficient, and this term gets a bad rap for whatever reason, but if he can be just a great game manager, we can win games.
That's what he did in Knoxville.
Exactly. And that term gets a bad rap for some reason, like like you're a bad quarterback if you're a game manager. No, like when we have a team like we do, like I said, we're playing well as a team. And when we have a team like we do, we have a great special teams unit. We have a great defense. Got an offense that's being efficient. If he can just manage the game, continue to manage the game, take care of the ball, we will be in a great position.
We've got one of the best defenses in the country.
Yep.
We've got maybe the best punter-kicker combination in the country. I mean, Grayson Miller and Tate Sandell have been awesome. As good as you could possibly ask them to be. So the one thing you want from Mateer is, you want him to take care of the ball, but you still have to have that aggressiveness in that edge. I don't need him being super conservative, but I need him being smart with the football.
That's all I ask for. Just be smart with it. Yeah.
Other than the late turnover, I thought he was smart with the ball.
Yes.
Against Tennessee, and made good decisions and played more on time than what we saw from him against Ole Miss. And I expect that to get better and better now that he's getting further and further removed from the hand surgery.
Owen Heineke, another player I want to talk about. What a game for that kid, right? He's something else.
I can't say enough about that kid.
He's unreal.
Just to see his persistence throughout the last 4 years, and to see him having the success that he's had. And, I mean, he's a grand example to the young generation. Like, you don't have to go somewhere else, man. Like, stay somewhere, be developed, and your time will come. And when it comes, take advantage of it like Owen Heineke is doing, man. 12 tackles in the first half.
I forgot about that.
What did he end up with? How many tackles 13. Did he end up with? 13.
There's no way that's right. He had at least 1,000. That dude, I mean, he
all
was
over the place, man.
And let's not forget, he's been playing a ton. But Kobe McKenzie goes out against Ole Miss, and it's one of those situations where you go, okay, this guy has been our starting Mike backer. He's been directing the defense. Is this going to be much of an issue? And Heineke just goes out there and lights it up, man.
Got you guys.
Great to see.
I mean, what a performance. One of the best inside backer performances I can remember since I've been covering the team. He was fantastic.
I love the speed that he plays with, the explosiveness that he plays with. And obviously, in order for him to play that type of speed, he has to know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And it's extremely impressive to watch him play and be all over the field. Even when he wasn't making a tackle, he was causing pressure either on the quarterback or, forcing the quarterback to get rid of the ball quickly. Just playing phenomenal football right now, all over the field with all of those guys. I mean, we were all over the place. And shout out to Coach V, because the scheme that he was running against Tennessee was quite impressive, like when you really start to break it down and just, understanding that offensive system and their play action game and where the quarterback's eyes goes. He was confusing the mess out of him with where the safeties were, how they were rolling and how they were rotating. Great job by Coach V in scheming that up.
Yeah, it'll be a challenge this week. Ty Simpson and Alabama have been incredible since the opening weekend. We'll talk about Alabama Saturday afternoon coming up next right here inside the Huddle. Stick around.
The Huddle is brought to you by Riverwind Casino. It's always a good time. OU Fan Shop. The best place to gear up for game day is shop.soonersports.com. Sooner Kids Club. Log on to Soonersports.com/kids for information about joining the Kids Club presented by OG&E and brought to you in part by Devon Energy.
Aguilar, play action, deep drop, deep down the middle, looking for the end zone, intercepted! Peyton Bowen picked it off, and here he comes on the return. He's at the 30, he's at the 40, cuts midfield, wrapped up and dropped at the 42. Second turnover of the night for Tennessee. Peyton Bowen playing center field, picked it off.
RJ a hard time.
I would have loved to be in that defensive meeting.
I'm telling you.
To go over that one.
And RJ's.
You can't get
Robert
tackled
Spears
by
Jennings.
no lineman. You're a safety.
Like,
can't get tackled by no lineman.
We got to get to the zone, man.
Can't happen. We got to make that guy miss.
Big brother helping out little brother, though.
Those were, whether you want to call them bad decisions from Joey Aguilar, hey, it's important when he throws you one that you catch
Absolutely.
it.
You get it.
And Robert Spears Jennings, that one before the half was a huge play. The one with Peyton Bowen was a huge play. If the guy makes mistakes, you got to make them pay, and those guys did. Those were huge, huge plays in that game.
This segment, by the way, is brought to you by Riverwind Casino, the official entertainment destination of OU Athletics. Let's look at Bama, shall we? Oklahoma, Alabama, 2:30 on Saturday. Our upcoming opponent preview is brought to you by One Oklahoma. One Oklahoma, powered by Sooner Sports Properties, fan, field, athlete focus. Ty Simpson is currently the second choice in the betting odds for the Heisman, and I think the term you used is executing at a high level with this offense.
He is, in my opinion, and, you know, who knows how valuable that is, but he is playing the quarterback position better than anyone in college football, in my opinion. And he's not the most talented guy. There's better athletes. There's guys that have, you know, better frames, maybe better NFL tools, but his ability to get them into the proper play, to get them out of bad plays, and then to go through his progressions in the pocket and scan the whole field and deliver accurate footballs. He is as good as I've seen this year in college football at that. And when it comes to playing the position, everything that comes with it, he's as good as I've seen in quite some time. Like this guy's excellent.
I'd agree with that. Just watching him and his ability to go through his reads, manipulate defenses with his eyes, find the open guy, get him a ball that's catchable away from the defender. Like he's really, really, really good. Now, with that being said, I don't think he's faced a defense as disruptive as we are.
And that's a great point.
And if that throws a lot of things off.
If you watched that LSU game, which I know a lot of Sooner fans did, we got to do some scouting.
That's right.
The
Get
Crimson
ready
Tide.
for Saturday night.
But you're hoping you can affect Ty Simpson the way that LSU did in that third quarter. And LSU brought a lot of pressure in the second half. And he started feeling it a little bit in that third quarter. It's as many throws as I've seen him miss in a half of football this season. And it had a lot to do with that offensive line for Alabama was struggling to sort out some of the pressures that LSU was bringing. And he had some pressure in his face. And he didn't miss by much. I mean, he missed Jeremy Bernard barely. He missed Ryan Williams barely. But those are throws that he's been connecting on all season. So I'm sure Venables has spent the last 2 weeks going, okay, let's match wits here, Ty Simpson. That's gonna be an awesome thing to watch on Saturday. Are the pressure packages that we get to and how Ty Simpson navigates them, because unlike a lot of quarterbacks in college football, Josh, he changes protection.
Yes.
Like if he sees pressure, he says, no. Hey, Mike's 54 now. And you don't see that a lot from guys. And he's running the whole show out there for Ryan Grubb and Kalen DeBoer.
By the way, we only got about 30 seconds left in this segment, but I'm curious, Gabe, what have you seen from Kane Womack's defense? He, of course, former South Alabama coach that left as a head coach and become Kalen DeBoer's offensive coordinator. They're pretty active, aren't they?
Yeah, and they do some things that no one else that we have played do, frankly. And you look at Pierre, number 42, their edge. He is coming along. He's turning into one of the better edges in the SEC, and they move him all around. He'll play edge in a 4-down front. He'll play edge in odd spacing. He'll just float in the middle of the defense, in between the defensive line and the linebackers. So communication, what their front is, where he is in particular. What's the box count look like? They'll get a heavy box a lot. They'll bring Hubbard, number 18, and play him at linebacker depth. Like, they do a lot of different things defensively, and it's going to be up to Jake Michael, this offensive line, these backs, John Mateer, to communicate everything and make sure everyone's on the same page, whether it's run or pass.
Communication's the key. Always on the road. Hey, that's our opponent preview brought to you by One Oklahoma. One Oklahoma powered by Sooner Sports Properties, Fan Field, Athlete Focus. We'll have more on Alabama. What's your beef? And we did have a lot of college football games to watch this weekend. So we'll recap it all coming up next live inside the Huddle. Stick around.
The Huddle is brought to you by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, bringing you the best in real Texas barbecue. Trails Golf Club of Norman, where members become family. Inquire today at trailsgolf.com. OU's 2025 football games are available on Ritmo 96.5 FM in Oklahoma City and 101.5 FM El Patron in Tulsa, as well as on these stations' websites. Each OU Spanish broadcast will feature a 30-minute pregame show and a 15-minute postgame show.
Aguilar has the snap. Gonna throw it. He got hit. Ball's loose. Scooped up. It's R. Mason Thomas on the run. Near sidelines. Fighting off tacklers. Keeps his feet. There goes R. Mason. He's gonna score. There's a flag down as R. Mason pulls up and he's got a touchdown.
See, so there was a flag. There was a review. Well, there actually wasn't a review. Was there?
We thought he may
Yeah.
have stepped out of bounds.
They showed it on the big screen.
Toby Rowland was put in a tough spot right there. I mean, normally our man T-Row would be going insane.
No question.
The way that and I know he's been thinking about that one for a couple weeks.
But the flag
it was such
scares you.
Yes,
it was
the
such a
flag out of
weird.
bounds,
The end of that play was so
was
strange.
weird.
No one on the defense is excited because everyone sees.
And then
our
it's like,
Mason
is he
pull up.
hurt? Is he hurt? What's going on? Hey, by the way, this segment is brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Now, we got a lot to get to. A long way to go in a short time to get there. So, I don't know. Do you guys have any beef today? Because I have one.
Ooh,
Oh, I'd love to hear this.
I
And
cede
just
the floor to you, sir.
I just want to let you know this doesn't affect me, but it's affecting a lot of people close to me. And frankly, I'm tired of hearing about it. YouTube TV and ESPN, figure this
Oh, my
thing out,
gosh.
okay?
Oh,
Great. Yes. That's great beef to have.
I have been I stayed with cable / the dish whenever the whole split happened. Everyone's like, you got to get this app and this app. I'm like, no, get off my lawn. And now you're seeing that you can have a little bit of a disagreement.
Yeah.
And this happens every year. It seemed like we had it with Sling
yeah, but
last
normally
year.
it
I'm
like
a YouTube
it's-
TV guy,
Right.
and when I turn on
man.
TV and I can't watch the game, okay, here's my strategy. I'm going to go to Disney Plus because I pay y'all so much
There you
money,
go.
and I go to Disney Plus to watch my ESPN. Oh, it's not showing on Disney Plus. And so it's like, well, okay, what do we do? I had to borrow my buddy's ESPN login, so
I got you, too. Let me know if you need it.
I got to watch the game, man. I got to watch the game.
Years ago, I told my wife, I was like, we're cutting the cord. We're gonna be the streaming people, and she was like, no, I don't want to learn new channels. And
love
this
Carolyn.
was one of those situations where
All right.
we didn't have to worry about it. We got
Good
cable.
for y'all, man.
We're
Good for y'all.
We're young people that still have cable. So
Do you have a home phone?
no.
Okay.
Not one that
you?
functions.
No.
Okay, I was like, does anybody have a home phone?
We were being like super nostalgic. Yeah, a few people do.
A few people? Okay.
We were being super
all right.
nostalgic, and it's like, do you think we need to get a home phone again? I was like, yeah. And then you're like, why?
A landline?
Who's going to call you on your landline anymore?
Make your kids use it and then get on the phone and listen to them.
So for those that actually,
Mom, get off.
I've got a
on.
17-year-old daughter. I might need that. But it's funny because people make fun of that old school mindset. But guess what we have? We have ESPN. We have the games, our cable / dish people. But I for you, the YouTube TV subscribers who tell me all these great things you have, like Josh, the quad box where you can watch the game.
All of that.
I've always been jealous of that.
I've been very jealous of it.
Yeah,
I'm standing
but
up for you
it's
here.
useless right now. So, I mean, what's the point in having it if
so
you can't watch
people
the
with
game?
YouTube TV just can't watch ESPN right now?
At all.
I
It
understand
doesn't
that's
even
correct.
pull up.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even at least just
Boy, they really
put it on and just listen to the game.
They broke up and blocked your number, man. That's bad.
Hey, corporate overlords, figure it out, guys.
Figure it out.
Come on, man.
That's What's Your Beef. My submission for the year, I guess, brought to you by Didier Ranch. Didier Ranch's premium ranch-raised beef can be shipped anywhere in the continental U.S. Visit DidierRanch.com. That's DIDIER Ranch.com. to order Didier Ranch. Tradition tastes better. Brent Venables coming up right around the corner, but let's take one more look at Alabama next inside the Huddle. Stick around.
The Huddle is brought to you by Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. We want to thank all of our Sooner Radio Network affiliates across the state and region. Fans can check out Soonersports.com for an affiliate in your area. And if you're traveling outside the state of Oklahoma, you can listen to all the action on either Sirius XM Radio or download the Varsity Network app and listen free.
Mateer's got it. Handoff, Robinson cuts left, pushes at the 2, he's to the 1, he's into the end zone. Touchdown! Xavier Robinson onto the checkerboard. And the Sooners are back in front in Rocky Top.
And the final segment is brought to you by the Trails Golf Club in Norman, where members become family. Check it out today at trailsgolf.com. Guys, we got about 90 seconds. Gabe, what's key we need to be keeping an eye on Saturday?
This is going to sound dumb, but you got to go play well.
I like it.
You got to play a clean game. That's from you got to win the turnover battle. You got to be clean on special teams. This is how Teddy has phrased it. No blunder plays. And if you go down there and you play a clean game, Josh, you got a great opportunity to walk out of there with a win. I have a ton of respect for Ryan Grubb, this offense, Ty Simpson, the level he's playing at. But I think we're taking the best unit in the game down to Tuscaloosa. I think our defense can be the difference in this one. But you got to go play clean. You got to go execute at a high level. You have to go play your A game. Yeah. You can't walk in there, play C+ and walk out with a win. It ain't going to happen.
No question. I think we have to execute. It's really that simple. Here's the deal. We play well against Bama. Mm-hmm. We've played well against Bama for a lot of years. And as long as we go in and execute, we will win the game.
Great stuff. Hey,
Mateer's got to play well.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Well. Have a good game week.
Appreciate it.
For Josh Norman and Gabe Eichert, Drake, I'm Plank. Stick around. Brent Venables coming up next live from Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue with Sooner Sports Talk.
Live from Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, the Air Comfort Solutions OU Huddle has been presented by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Also brought to you by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, bringing you the best in real Texas barbecue. And by Walden Cleaners, Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Sooner Sports